All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Stan from Bar Z, and I thought I'd have my morning coffee with you. Just do a real quick show. Slept in this morning. It's a little late. It's 9 o'clock.
Zoe.
It's 9 o'clock local time. Let me turn this noise off on my laptop here. Find out what's going on.
Maybe.
There we go. We're going to skip that. It's 9 o'clock local time. Let me turn this noise. And let's get rid of that. There we go. All right. So we got me muted, so we don't have to listen to me twice. It's bad enough we got to listen to me once. So I've got a new mic this morning. I got my blue snowball working. There's 3 settings on it. I currently have it set for number 2. There's 1, 2, and 3 on the back, and that's directional. And I use this for voiceovers inside my office when I'm doing voiceovers on my regular videos. So I thought I'd try the blue for this broadcast to see if it improved the sound, because the sound's been horrible. And I've been using the microphone just in this little Logitech webcam. I was going to see who showed up here this morning. Hey, Paul Chirillo. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing you want to rewire that. What, Paul? What happens when you switch the secondary load on a VFD? You're just removing all the feedback that the VFD is getting from the motor. And the VFD basically goes dumb because it's not getting any feedback. So it pulls back and says, okay, I'm going into fault. And it's doing that to protect itself. And that doesn't ruin them immediately, but it chisels away at the DC bus and it eventually causes damage. So definitely don't keep doing that. And find yourself a control group. It can be low voltage. You can run belting cable. I think most VFDs only run like 10 volts. AC for the control voltage. So the control voltage is very, very minimal. Running in some belting cable over to your switches or your start stop push buttons or whatever. But you don't have to run those big monster cables over there. It's not power wiring, just control. Robert Eckelman, good morning from Japan. Hey, good morning, Japan. Touch and Go says it sounds 100% better. So that's good. I've always been happy with this microphone. I just wanted to get it working for the live cast. Good evening from Europe. Hi, Andre. Roger says hi, Stan. Hi, Roger. I didn't want to work today. I had other things I could be doing in the office, but I thought I'd come out and work on some of this plastic I got here. If you want to see some of the plastic I got going, I don't know how many of you guys were tuned in last night. I'm going to turn you over just a little bit here. And some of you guys remember we were working on these. I just did a recent video on squaring these blocks. All right. Well, yesterday I did all the fixturing. I did all the fixturing to take those blocks to this. And you probably remember about a week or so ago, I was making some thread gauges in preparation for this. Now that's what these shop standards are for. This is a proprietary thread. It's an Acme, but that's what that thread gauge was for. So I could check the male and female threads on those. And that black you see on the threads is just for me, the aluminum thread and oily gauges on nice bright white parts. So those got done. I've still got these to do, but I figured out all the fixturing, how to get it held in the lathe without damaging the part. I didn't want to just put it in a 4-jaw and clamp down on my nice surfaces here. So I had to work on some fixturing. Let's read some comments. Hey, Quinn Barry, how you doing, buddy? Dan Spicer, good morning. Hello from Portugal. Hello, Portugal. Morning from my work van. Kevin Pangle in his work van. I hope you're not driving and looking at your cell phone. Hey there, Stan from the town of Hesperia. Dan Cook. How you doing up the hill? You're not far from me. Good move on the advance notice for the cast. That was very helpful. Yeah, I did. Well, last night we did Friday night in the shop. We sat around, we had a few drinks, had some laughs. We crushed some beer cans on some foreheads and had a pretty good time last night. So we just, you know, it was fun. And I gave advance notice on that one. This one, I only gave about 15 minutes notice. I came out to the shop this morning. I was just ready to go to work. And I thought, well, we'll just have some coffee with the boys this morning. This is really easy to set up. It's not bad. I can pop this up in 5 minutes and get ready to go on the air. So it's not a big deal. Name the new live show shits. Stan hanging in the shop. Quinn, I just don't even want to know what that icon would look like. Venezuela salutes you. Thank you, Venezuela. Jeffrey Wolf, hi. Joel Anderson, good evening from Sweden, 6 p.m. here, and chicken on the grill. That doesn't sound good just yet. It's still kind of early here, but how you doing, Joel? Bill De La Vega, hey, buddy, how you doing? Bill, I'm probably showing some stuff from last night. I got my sound worked out. Throw a comment up there to let me know how it sounds. If this sounds better than last night. I am using the blue this time. Quinn, that always worries me when you say you'll retool for that. Maybe rename first and then retool. But I don't want to know what the icon on my show would look like. Mark says, where to go? I may not comment often. New Jersey, love these. Okay, thanks, Mark. Eric Allen says it sounds good. Clifford from San Diego says it sounds great. So I think we got our sound issues worked out. We got our live streaming worked out. We got our camera angles worked out. We got our sound worked out. Freaking autocorrect. Audio's better. I'm on my tablet, not my computer. Okay. Well, I'm glad the audio is better. So we're just getting hydrated this morning. Got a little water going. Got a little coffee going. I did want to mention again, I did not get an email last night, but Samantha's GoFundMe campaign is coming to a close if it's not already closed. The winner for telling the joke to Samantha over on the GoFundMe was Curtis Kengott, Kennngott. The joke that he told was, what did the stoplight say to the car? Answer is, don't look at me, I'm changing. So Curtis, you need to send me an email at barzyindustrial.com. You want to share Tomiko 1 to 2 mic. I've already got it styrofoamed inside and wrapped. It's a veneer type mic. This is new old stock, never been used. You also got some Barzy Industrial decimal equivalent charts with the YouTube flow chart on the back. And of course, no shipment goes out without some anchor lube. All right, so Kurt, make sure you send me an email. I'm a real easy guy to get a hold of, so let's take a look at some more comments. Barzcast. That's better, Quinn, but you're still not there yet. Sounds great in Utah. Audio better. That would be dangerous. PTSG says, have you considered running an Ethernet cable from your router in your house to a new router in the shop? It could improve your connection, even for the live stream during the bash. Yeah, we've talked about running a hard line up to the house, temporary. I'm not digging another trench, so a hard line's not going in. But I'll tell you, I'm not on a wireless right now. I got this thing on Amazon. It's called a TP Link, and it uses the power lines. What's the technical name for it? It's a 1200 megabytes per second power line kit. It uses the power lines in between the shop and the house to transmit data. Who knew? So pretty cool. And all you do is, I got one plugged in here in the shop. I got one plugged in down at the house. Down there, there's Cat 5 plugged in from the unit to the router. Up here, it's plugged in from the unit to my PC, so my laptop. So TP-Link, part number is an AB1200. On Amazon, less than $70. So that's what we're using now. But I still think a hard line would be better. Nick Schneider says, morning, Stan. Great here in Portland, Oregon. Craig S. Good morning, Stan. Good morning back. More listening than watching. Okay, Kevin. Well, that's good. Stan, did you get your medallion back? No, I never found it. So it grew legs. Have you tested that with all the VFDs? No, I haven't. Actually, last night, Blue, one of the regulars on the channel, Blue wanted to see my drill press. So I spun the camera around, fired up the drill press. Now the drill press has a VFD on it. So I did run that VFD for, 20, 30 seconds. And no interruption there. So the VFD is on the same power distribution panel here in the shop, but and no interruption. So that's I guess that's a successful test. So we can do it again if you like. 2 o'clock in the morning in Brisbane, Australia. Quinn Berry. We had light switches that worked that way as well. They used actual 14.2 to carry the signal to the switch and power to the outlets. Huh. How far is the run from the house? Probably about 300 feet. Barcast with a trademark. Barcast. I like it, but I don't love it. I'll know it instantly. As soon as I hear the right name for the show, I'll just love it instantly. Seems to be clean power then. What am I working on today? Back to the plastic, Nick. Gonna do the rest of those, turn the rest of those blocks into this here. Cat 6 will handle that. Yeah, I think for Summer Bash, we're going to temporarily run a Cat 6 down to the house and just get a hard line up here. But I'm definitely not digging another trench. All the paths, most of you guys know I'm right at the base of the San Bernardino Mountains, and I literally grow rocks here. They pop up out of the ground in the back field. Digging anywhere around here I get more rocks than I do dirt. Let's see. A Miratalk commercial Wi-Fi point-to-point will also be fine. Yeah, I looked at those two. They're like a high-speed microwave point-to-point. We looked at those as well, and this was a very cheap alternative. We'll probably do something different for the Summer Bash, but we're just sticking with this just for these live podcasts. This was cheap, and mainly it was easy. I didn't have to run a cable anywhere. Yes, I am at the risk of fire. We actually got evacuated, mandatory evacuation. I think we had the fires in 06 or 07. And in the back, I had a bunch of queen palms, the date palms I had just put in, and we lost one outbuilding, and we lost 4 homes in this neighborhood. So yeah, I am in a high risk burn area. I can't hear or see a thing. All I can do is watch after it posts. RZ Live. Well, I kind of liked Live Shop. That was just simple and to the point. And I didn't have to worry about any of the other guys, you know, taking the name. I think James Green's doing live casts over on Facebook, and I think I'm the only one on YouTube that's really doing the live stuff. I don't think anyone else really does it. If they can cross the Atlantic with a cable, you should be able to cross your pool. Joel, indeed, you know. 300 feet does not count as a long haul. No, it probably doesn't, Steve. Nick Schneider, the live shop is nice and simple. Yeah, I do like simple. I'm a big fan of simple. Did you guys all see how I held the parts in the lathe last night on the last night's show? Does anybody want to see that now? Hey, Gary, how you doing? No, last night I did a 60-second delay. Today it's just regular. It's about a 20-second delay, so I can answer the questions a little faster. Cat 5 carries a gigabit, lots cheaper. Cat 6 is a guaranteed standard. Let's see you spin one. Yes, the whole machining process would be great. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I used the cutoffs from the cheese wheels. Yes, I did. Jeffrey Wolf, hi. Okay, yeah, I got one in there right now. I'm not going to spin it up because it's not really, it's not clamped in. I'll spin the camera around real quick for you and point it at the lathe. I think we're pretty good right there. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not going to twist it up because these 4 blocks is what pinches it in, and I use the tailstock to center it off. I've got a center hole already in here. But, and this piece is in progress right now. You know, I'm getting it down to rough dimensions on the shoulder here and my OD here. And all it is 4 scraps of that block that have been machined to width and length. And actually, I tilted each piece when I milled them. I gave them each a 1-degree angle. So as the part goes in, it gets tighter on the way in. And you see I've got blue masking tape here on the back. Machined plastic here. This is not UHMW, it's polyethylene, high density polyethylene. So these bolt in from the back. These 4 blocks are threaded, and the part just kind of snaps in there like that, goes on center, and it frees me up to make my cuts, my threads, everything. All right, let's get back to the bench. That's what I'm carving on today. Let's get you over here. Yeah, we're still on about a 30-second delay or so. Oh, the audio cut out because I was on the blue. I left the microphone over here. That's why we lost audio. This is this mic has a setting for distance. It's set for doing broadcasting, so you have to be within a couple feet of the mic, and it cancels ambient noise. Craig says, what general purpose wheel do I get for my first wheel for my 618? 46J or K, aluminum oxide. Hands down, that's your go-to wheel. What are the lances held in the, how are the lances held in the block? Are they just for piercing or also for carrying fluid? They're for carrying a gas, actually. This block is finished. I wanted to take it start to finish. And you start off with a 1/4 inch lance. This is a 1/4 inch stainless steel lance. It's got only a 1/4 inch of thread, 1/4 by 1/4 thread there on the end. And then it's lobbed off at a 20-degree angle. And it goes way down inside this block. way down. And it's awesome to really get started. Basically, because I got a flat bottomed hole down there. I actually went down with an end mill and made a flat bottomed hole. So it doesn't have a lead in angle of any type. There it is. So now you've got a 1/4 inch lance that connects to a port right here in the back. All right, and it passes just clean through the block straight to the back. Now you've got another lance that comes down here and it stops short and threads in here. This one screws in really easy. And now the reason that one stops short because it goes to this port right here. And you can probably look, if I can aim the camera right, you can look down that port and you can see that 1/4 inch needle passing straight through. So this one connects to the outer port. This one connects to the inner port or the inner needle, lance, whatever. So it's kind of a coaxial needle setup. And this is inverted right now. This gets bolted to a wall. And then there's a cup, like an oil filter that spins on with a vial in it. And as it's getting spun on, it gets pierced on the way in. And then they pump part A in one and part B in another, and then it goes into the vial. All right. And that is a creation of my own design. The way they were doing it was horrible, and they were leaking gas everywhere, and it's volatile and it's toxic. So. All right, neat and simple solution. I like the tapered fit. How are the lances held in the block? Are they just for piercing or also for carrying fluid? The comments are not updating for me. No, they're not updating for me either. I don't know why they're not. Okay, guys. Well, yeah, we're not getting any comments now. Oh, there's a test. Paul Chirillo just hit a test. Okay, yeah, I guess we are getting chats. You guys are just being quiet this morning. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to start my day. Just thought I'd go on live here real quick while I'm drinking my coffee and announce that winner one more time. I still haven't got an email from you. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. And maybe I'll do something tonight, do a quickie tonight. We've only been broadcasting for 20 minutes, so. Hi from Detroit. Hi Detroit. We're just closing up the show. But we got 43 viewers this morning, so that was kind of cool to get together here on a Saturday morning. All right, fellas, guys and gals, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later, and I'm gonna get to work, get the shop nice and noisy, get some music blaring. Get some windows open, get some noise going on. All right, guys, I want you all to have a good day. And in Bar Z fashion, I'm going to take you out the proper way. I think there it is. And with that, I bid you a good day.